What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the first ever SMP I played on. It wasn't really, it's kind of season 1, but we never really thought of it like that. I'm just going to be going through the world that me and my friends made, because it is quite cool. We never really progressed that far. We never fought the Ninja Dragon, we never did any of that. But I mean, I've got decent tools, so I mean, that's better than my current sword, so there's that. Anyway, let's go through. So, quickly before we get into this video, 40% of you are not subscribed, so if you do enjoy the content and want to see more, make sure to subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind. See ya. Spawn is up here on this mountain, very close to the main compound. And one funny thing is, obviously there's a desert village here, but this is literally the first world I'd ever played in. On episode 1, it was me and Elliot, and we were like, let's try and find a village. So we were like, we didn't see that, we were just like, oh, there's a raid tower, let's go over there. And this is a creative test world, not creative test, a creative copy, so this isn't ruining the world, we could always play again. So over here we've got a shipwreck, which what we did the very first film, came and loot this shipwreck. And obviously we've got this pillager tower here, which me and Bosch actually burnt down in episode 14, I think me and Bosch set it on fire, and it burned for literally like 20 episodes. This thing burnt. Absolutely incredible. We just come over occasionally, it'd still be burning. Eventually fizzled out, but that's quite cool. And me and Elliot, we kind of like went this whole way around here. We were trying to find this village. It was like, we had no idea what we were doing at this point. We had absolutely no clue what we were doing. We came along here, round, and then we found the village. That's enough history for one day. Let's actually give you a tour of the world as it is now. So this was my humble abode. We had this little like kind of hobbit hole-ish in the ground. I made this before Hermitcraft season 7, so you can't say I was copying. I made this ages ago. As you can see, it goes like through here. We've got pillager banners, I don't know why. We've got like a nice little like chest system, but I don't know how I fit everything in. We've got furnaces. Ender chests were like a new thing at this point. Like ender chests were new. We had no shulker boxes. Ender chests were new. So you can see it's not got the best stuff in here. Let me go down. This place was never finished. Right? It was an unfinished project that never got to finish. But down here we've got an enchanting table and a nice little map of the area. As you can see, we're here. We've got 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, front door. So that's quite cool. And then if you come out and straight across the river, you can see Bosch's new house, which is even more unfinished than mine. Literally moved in for like 4 days. Absolutely incredible. And then if you follow this stone brick path all the way through this forest, past its awesome naturally generated cliff away. That is such a cool naturally generated cliff. All the way around here, we come to Karis's house, which it was just a starter house. It doesn't look too bad, I guess. It's alright. And then back into the main area, we've got a massive sub to Phantom from probably one of the coolest things I did. It's quite challenging to do. Then we come in here, we've got the super smelter, which is a pretty poor design, and it's like the minecart's actually gone somehow. It's just disappeared. But you have to put like the fuel and you have to take the stuff out yourself, so it wasn't a very good design. And then we've got just, I don't know, some naff I made, just orange tropical bar. We didn't do nothing. We've got a bridge, we've got another bridge. They're not the nicest bridge designs, are they? They're really not. Then we've got Elliot's greenhouse, which is another unfinished project. Then we've got Harry's house, which obviously just as unfinished as everything else in this world, because we actually stopped playing because it got corrupted, and then we started the new world, and now it's uncorrupted, so we can actually play it again. Anyway, here we've got Bosch's stable. We've got the fence, I remember that. And we've got his horse and his donkey. We've got We got Bosch's old house, which I mean was just as wooden square as every house he's made ever. But it's spacious. We've got Donald. Then we got a nice bridge I did here. Then we've got Elliot's house, which Max flooded with villagers. I remember that house, funny. Elliot's house, which is quite nice. And we've got his little pool and his loot. Not much. When did he get prism crystals? Probably from, I don't know. And then we come through here, and we have one of the projects me and Elliot worked the most on, which is the village. This place was pretty insane project for the stage we were at. Like now, this would be like, yeah, it's okay. But for the stage we were at, this was like an insane project. I wonder what books he's doing. You can see we put a lot of work into this. We even did like some nice stuff. We got like a river coming through up from this like nice garden area. We got the farm. You got like little trading hall. You know, this is pretty good. I haven't updated it in a while because there's people like trying to get in and stuff. But yeah, this place is pretty cool. We've got some pretty cool stuff in here. So yeah, this place is cool. Next up, we just got the horse pen with all the horses that despawned. Over here, we've got the aquarium I made. There's still some fish in it, to be fair. Looks like they got stuck on each other. But this place is kind of cool. Then we've got a carrot farm, melon. That's not melon, that's pumpkin. Neverwort, sugarcane. We've got another like kind of, what's this? Our members board. Me, Elliot, Bosch, Harry, Max. But Nax, never mind. Homer, cares. As you can see, like last 4th of May 2020, we started out on 13th of August, so almost a year, and then it corrupted. Me and Elliot joined 13th of August, then it took ages, then Bosch joined, then another while, then Harry, Max, then Homer, and then very short space of time. Then here we've actually got the bunker, which is quite cool. Place me, Elliot, and Bosch wanted to just like, and I don't know, it's like a survival bunker. We used to have the enchanting table here, but then I moved it. We still got tons of good enchanted books though, because I really did go for that. Wanted to get some good stuff. Then we've got my old house and Sabo's old house and Bosch's old house, the original house. As at the start, me and Elliot lived in this original 2-story house. Then Bosch came and it was like a basement. Then Elliot moved out. I expanded it up to give me more space, and then I eventually moved out because I didn't really like how it was. You come inside. There's usually a map here, but I moved it to my new house. And downstairs we've got the only Nether portal on the whole server, which is a bit sad, isn't it? We've got Bosch's old basement in here. I remember this. Bosch's basement used to have like a ladder going up. This place is cool. Yeah, the only Nether portal we've got. Entrance to the strip mine. We've actually got a zombie XP farm. We've got a zombie XP farm over here, which I mean it was alright. I never really spent much time here, but it was just normal design, so that's quite cool. So I took all the stuff out. Then we've got the strip mine down there, which we did a lot of work on, to be fair. We did a lot of strip mining because we didn't have mending. We had to keep comparing our diamond tools with diamonds, so that was a bit of a grind. And then we've got a ladder. This store we've got a chest. I obviously moved most of the stuff out to my new house. This is quite a cool room. We've got furnaces there, more chests here. We've still actually got some stuff in this chest. Then up this room we had like the bedroom. We had a jukebox, music this, and I had a little hidden barrel right behind here. No one ever found. Quite a good hiding place down there. I had that for a very long time. Then there's the new 4th story, which is more the view room. Very nice out here. I'm just gonna print my way out because I really can't be asked to. You see here we've got ourselves a tree house that Elliot built and never finished, like most of the stuff down here. We've got a lovely little forest with another strip line down there. We've got sadness, we've got Reese's grave. Poor old Reese, shot by a skeleton. 20th of August to the 3rd of January. Rip Reese. Then we've got like a little lovely path through the woods that leads us all the way over. There's a nice birch bridge over there which leads to a village and my kind of second kind of weird house. Then over here we have Omer's house, just in here. Which, I mean, it was quite cool, unfinished like everything else, but had the potential to be really, really cool. I actually quite like how he's used diorite here. I don't like diorite, but I like how he's used it, to be fair. And then here we have Max's house, which again looks pretty cool for a starter house. There's nothing wrong with it. Simple on the inside, but it's pretty cool. Here you have the panda enclosure, where we never actually got any pandas. But we got Bread. Bread is still alive. Good old Bread. And the OGs remember Bread. Minimax, I know, but that was hilarious. Anyway, here we've got a bit of a wheat field with a strange kind of river running through it. And we've got the storage. This was useful, to be fair. Down here we had like a community storage, like everything you needed for the main materials, and this was actually really helpful, to be fair. So shout out to the storage, because that was pretty useful. Over here we had the sheep pen. Yeah, because there's a sheep that got killed by a pillager here. Here we had the sheep pen, we had the pig pen, and the cow pen. So all the animals are despawned apart from one cow. Then we had this annoying ravine here. As you can see, I fell in multiple times, and so did like Bosch down here. But here was a project I started and never really finished, but it's like a massive, massive map, but never finished it. Here was another project I started and never finished. It's supposed to be like a pets hall of fame, because I had a lot of pets that died, but I never finished this either. Obviously we had Reese the first that died, we had Reese the second that died, Robbo stayed alive, and Horsewise we had Bazza went missing, Marvin went missing, both assumed dead. Bazza Jr. I think also died. I can't remember anymore. Obviously that's mostly it for the main compound. I think I've shown you everything. We had the polar bear enclosure and the melon farm actually, which are pretty cool. The zombie farm is actually just down there in that cave, which is quite cool. And then we've obviously got the villager, a desert temple in the village. I didn't actually realise this was a desert temple at the time. I had no idea what this was. And Elliot in the end shot down here, and as you can see, he blew it all up. Elliot didn't exactly know what he was doing with desert temples. He completely blew it up. And then we also actually got kind of lucky with the spawns. So as you can see, we've got what seems to be a nice spawn, Pillar Tower, village, but we were so close to both a woodland mansion and a what's the one in the Ocean Monument. That's it. So as you got the house I showed you earlier, but if you come just the other side of this, like, world's tiniest, I never even realised this. I never even realised that. That is the world's tiniest swamp. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's pretty cool, to be fair. World's smallest swamp. And yeah, here is the woodland mansion just over here, so very close to spawn. Remember the first time I saw it, I was just up here. My render distance was quite low at that point. I just came up here and I was like, oh my god. My render distance was like, I could only just see that from my render distance. I remember Elliot was online, I Snapchatted him, I was like, Elliot, look what I found. And in the end, me and Bosch actually took this on. We did it really well, we didn't actually die. Me and Bosch, like, professional gamers, this little Woodland Mansion, which is quite cool. Now we've got so many totems, as you can see. I'm using one right now. But another interesting thing is that we can never actually find the stronghold on this world. We didn't look for it that hard. But an interesting thing is we knew it was somewhere around here. At least we thought it was somewhere around here. But when you do, like, we couldn't find it using pearls. But when you do /locate now, obviously we never would have done this on when it wasn't in creative. When you do /locate stronghold, as you can see, it thinks the coordinates are -718 -302, which is this hold here. If you go all the way down, I've already done this creative, as you can see, I've already done this. There is no stronghold anywhere. So we've dug around here for ages, but we can never actually find the stronghold at all. We couldn't find it because for some reason it glitched and didn't spawn in, which is the one shame about this world. It didn't spawn in the stronghold. I'd never heard of that happening before. Anyway, as I said earlier, there's also an ocean monument on this world. Macarius' house had an ocean right by it. Well, in the ocean was an ocean monument. So this was an incredibly lucky seed. I would tell you the seed in this video, in the description or whatever, but actually the seed doesn't work anymore. The seed is it's outdated, so when you type in the seed it says it is. Will never actually bring you up into this world, which is a bit sad, but it's not too bad. And I think that's also just about the end of the tour. Well, I didn't show you Bosch's watchtower, did I? So Bosch had a nice watchtower up here. You could, like, see. Anyway, I want to show you this ocean monument, which is just in the sea, just over here. I've remembered one thing I have forgotten. Yeah, in this sea, and then it is just in there it is. So this was an incredibly lucky seed. Very, very cool. And finally, me and Elliot worked on a project where we connect the main bases with an underwater tunnel. You can kind of see it there when we go along here. So Bosch's station, we never actually did the station to Elliot's house, but we had this lovely minecart rail that went all the way between the base we're seeing here and my base, which is quite a cool thing. We never actually did anything to Nether. There's no point showing you Nether. We did literally nothing to it. We never went in there. And yeah, that's about it for this tour. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe, completely free, really helps me out. And like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below with your do a tour of the World Run Now, which is season 2. If you want to do a tour of that, even though we're still playing on it, of regular episodes, make sure to comment down below. I hope you all enjoyed. See ya.